What's going on, world? It's your boy D.HOP with my guy today, Power.
What up, D.HOP?
What's good?
I'm good.
He's not just Power, you know what I'm saying? I want to give y'all some insight on this guy, on this man. He is the creator, founder, and brains behind Life After the Bars, a new series for the community, for the hood, for the young people. And we're here today to talk about that. And what's special about today is actually today is his anniversary for being home 12 years from behind that wall.
Word. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Feels
with that,
good.
definitely feels good. I feel the vibe.
Yeah.
I feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're going to dive in. We're going to pick his brain and really see what he about and where he trying to take this thing. We back. D.HOP, Power, Life After the Bars, special edition. You know what I'm saying? So he called me, you know, he pulled my number to make this happen, make this special. And I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you bringing me on your platform.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's just get some things out, let the people know who you are. Who's Power? Who's Lamel?
But actually, my name is Kenyon. I'm originally from East New York, Brooklyn. I grew up in the north side of Queens, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother moved out there like in 81. And that's where we used to go for the safe haven, you know what I'm saying? Because East New York was ill when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying?
What time period was that? What year?
We're talking 81, 82, and whatnot. You know, this is when all types of drugs was going wild, you know what I'm saying? So we used to go to Queens where my grandmother lived at. That was the safe haven, you know what I'm saying? Thought she was rich and whatnot, but she was just a nurse. But that's where I used to go, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was a safe place, you feel me?
No doubt. So that being your safe place from the spot you was at, from Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo, man, that happens, man. You know, things happen. He's an important guy. Gotta get to the business.
Yeah, pardon me. Yeah.
So, at what age group, what age range was that? That you seen everything, you thought grandma was rich and life was beautiful?
I was actually like 6, 7 years old at the time. Cause I say like 81, yeah, like 6 and 7.
Oh yeah.
I was like 6, 7 at the time. So yeah, I moved out there like 81. Moved from East New York, you know.
Alright. So take the people through your childhood from 81, you 6, 7, 82 to say about 12 in a concise period. What was that looking like?
Well, actually, it was up and down. Like it was really, cause you gotta. If I take you back a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of drugs was going on, right. Drug taking, and it was inside my house. You know what I'm saying? My father, my moms, my uncles. I was seeing drugs inside the crib, so that's what I thought it was like. Until I went to my grandmother's house, they was Christians going to church. I used to have to go to church every Sunday and whatnot. So growing up and whatnot, I was in between learning the streets and seeing, you know what I'm saying, following the things in the streets, and then also following the church stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like Monday through Saturday, I was watching the drug dealers, the gangsters and stuff like that, and my uncles and aunts. And then on Sunday, I was watching the pastors and the evangelists and stuff like that. So I was like in between, you know.
So you basically had the best of both worlds, but at that age you probably didn't recognize it.
Nah, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't. You know. But it was like I said, it was confusing to me because like I go to church and I watch and they talk about God, this and that, and then when I hit the streets, I seen people drugged out, poor, all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? And all the cool dudes was the dudes that sold drugs. drugs and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? So I was young. I was seeing that. Like that's what I wanted to be, like the mobsters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I looked up to.
You want most kids? They want to see. They want to be what's shining.
Yeah.
Whatever shining, what's bright, whatever. That's what they latch onto.
Mm-hmm.
So moving forward now, 12, getting to your say teenage years, 13, 14. What was going on in your life at that time?
Oh man, now when I was 13, 14, right? My mom's right. She was battling drugs and whatnot, and she was messing with a guy, and she contracted HIV. You know what I'm saying? And she was staying in East New York, so I went to live back with her, and but now I'm starting to sell drugs because I used to be with the older dudes. Right. So I'm trying to sell drugs because, like, the way I'm living, I'm living with my mom's, but the dude that she's staying with got us all in one room in the back, and we barely eating. You understand? Mm-hmm. We just waiting for a check to come. We barely eating. So I didn't want to live like that. So I used to go back to Queens to sell drugs on the boulevard. You know what I'm saying? That's with the older dudes. My mom's was sick. You feel what I'm saying? So, in between me trying to take care of my mom's and me hustling, she ended up passing away. You feel what I'm saying? She passed away matter of fact, she passed away just before my 15th birthday, 1991.
What did that do to you? Not only the passing of your mother, but knowing that she contracted HIV, and at a young age, it's kind of, I would say, the household is poor, so you got to take care of yourself, take care of your mother, and your mother is battling that horrible virus, HIV. What was your mind state? What was your, what was that?
Yeah, if I could be honest, man, my mind state was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? My mindset was fucked up. Because the same shit that was killing my moms, I'm hustling it. But I'm like, yo, this is how I'm going to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I went to school and all that. But, like, to be honest with you, I didn't really learn how to read until 92. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I was locked away. You know what I'm saying? In D.HOP. So my mom was fucked up. Like I'm like, yo, everybody gonna pay. This dude gave my mom's AIDS and then kicked her in the street. So I'm like, I'm gonna make everybody pay. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna get money, I'm gonna make niggas pay. You feel me? So, pardon me. So anyway, I was confused, you know what I'm saying? So
So having that feeling, that frustration, you want everybody to pay. Did you ever see or foresee that them ways would lead you up into prison or up into being in jail, being just locked away? I would say.
I'm saying, like I said, growing up, like dudes thought it was cool. Like if you went to jail, if you didn't get locked up and go to Spofford, at the time it was Spofford, you wasn't really a street dude. You know what I'm saying? So if you went to Spofford and came home, that was the badge. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I was kind of confused, but like I said, the examples that I had, that was what it was supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like if you didn't get locked up and you was doing something, it was like you a rat, like you was snitching, like you wasn't even that tough. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Especially with my hood from East New York to Northside Queens. If you didn't walk around like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? You was considered soft. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I used to get jumped. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to get jumped. So that was a badge of honor. Yeah. Like if you didn't get jumped, you know what I'm saying? In any of the hoods I was in, then you wasn't tough. Like you was in the house, dude. You know what I'm saying? So like me, I used to always want to prove because I was little. I used to always want to prove that I was tougher than everybody. So I didn't really look at where they could lead me. I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like I'll get arrested, and back then my grandmother would come and get me. She'll leave from work to come get me in her uniform and give me that whole story, you know, how God is gonna get you and this and that. And I'm thinking in my mind like, yo, I'm going back to the block. Like I'm lit. I'm a legend now.
With that said, when you're speaking about grandma, you talk back about grandma. Did you realize that or what point did you realize that your grandmother was basically a savior for you?
I realized that young, but like I said, I was confused. Young, because like I said, my moms was using drugs, my pops was off doing what he was doing, and my grandmother came for it. She been coming for me all my life. You know what I'm saying? Up until the day she passed away. You know what I'm saying? Because I was when I was born, I had what's the word? I had methamphetamines in my system, dope.
Oh, okay.
I had dope and morphine in my system.
Right.
And the doctor said I wasn't gonna live. But my grandma was a nurse, and she was a really holy roller. You know what I'm saying? She believed in God. You know what I'm saying? This is when she was like 5 years into, so she was really like into the church. So she was like, yo, she was like, yeah, prayer works. So she was like, yo, my baby gonna live. Y'all gonna give me my grandbaby. She told me that every day of my life. Like, yo, they said you was gonna die. You're not supposed to be here. So she came and got me. You know what I'm saying? And she always came and got me. You know what I'm saying? Up until I got older. You know.
So being in the streets, like you said, once you get to that point where it's like everybody's gonna pay. In actuality, I would say everybody gonna pay for your pain.
Yeah.
Right? So do you think that's the right mind frame to be in? Now?
Well, no.
I know back then you probably was like,
yeah.
So what are your thoughts now about that?
No, now that I look back on it, it was immature and it was stupid because I knew better, because I had the examples set in front of me.
Right.
But I didn't want to look at none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just dealing with the pain and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So it took me going to prison a couple times and seeing that where my mistakes was, that my life could have been better if I would have just took my time, not to be so in a rush. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta pay everybody back. You understand what I'm saying? I'm starting to see now. Everybody gonna fade they self.
That's a good jewel right there.
Everybody gonna fade they self. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is the fixer of all fixers. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, and it's a work in progress.
Right.
Now I try to think about it like, all right, now God got that. He gonna get what he's supposed to get, and I'm gonna get what I'm supposed to get. You know what I'm saying?
So now you got a little method of woo.
Yeah, a little, yeah. I'm still working though.
Yeah,
you know
hey man, we all are.
I'm still working though, because the triggers be crazy. Because you know, like people know how to trigger you, but you know what I'm saying? Like I tell my son. You know what I'm saying? We can't beat everybody. We can't win everything. Every time something happens in our life, we can't fall apart. You know what I'm saying? Because then we're going to miss what we're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? If we fall apart on everything, then nothing's going to get done. Because we're busy spending time falling apart. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stand strong. So if I want him to do that, I got to stand strong. I got to be the example.
You have to be the example.
And that's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to leave a legacy for my sons. And when they look back on my life, they'll say, yo, my father was, he was a man of integrity. You know what I'm saying? He was a thinker. And he wasn't an impulsive animal. Because that's what they say most young black men are. You know what I'm saying? They was raised by they'd be like, who you was raised by? A pack of wolves, animals? Nah, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised by no animals, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by human beings that made mistakes, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, we all human, you know?
Definitely. So let's go back. Let's dive in a little more. How many times did you actually get arrested before you did this last bid you've been home 12 years for?
Well, if I take it back, I did.
Not even arrested, because that might, we might be here for a while. How many state bids did you do?
Well, state bids. You're adolescent?
Yeah, because we want to give. We want to let people understand how far you came. This is what we're here for. We celebrating you today. We're gonna get your backstory, but we're gonna celebrate you. We want people to celebrate you and understand that life after the bars is not something that you just came up with. It's a reason. It's a purpose. So that's what we're trying to get to.
Well, I actually did one DFY state bid, and I got 3 up north bids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And altogether, what was the time?
Well, altogether, about 15 and a half years.
Wow.
From like I said, from my 15, from after I turned 15 to 32. in that span.
Mm-hmm.
I was like.
So 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, there's a 14-year-old shorty
Mm-hmm.
with the hammer. 14-year-old shorty plotting with a pack, right? What would you tell them?
Well, what I do tell the little homies when I be seeing them on the streets and whatnot, and they was reckless like me.
Right.
I be telling them, yo, the precinct is right up the block. You might as well go check in now, get your mug shot, get your fingerprints, cause you going back that way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Cause you're not paying attention. You gotta pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I also tell them that it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be 44 and still doing certain things for the first time. You know what I'm saying? You learning certain things for the first time when it was given to you. Because most things was given to each generation. Things is given to you. Like it's handed to you. Especially now, everything is handed to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't had no phones, man. I grew up, like I said, like it's certain stuff I still can't eat now. I ate so much when I was young. You know what I'm saying? But it's so much access to everything. So I be trying to tell me you gotta take your time, you gotta focus. Everything you're supposed to get, you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With hard work, dedication, and patience. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I tell my son. I got a 20-year-old.
Right.
So that's what I tell him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we gonna get to where we need to get to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to share my story and stories of my brothers that been through the struggle, because we went through hell, and I don't want to see my sons go through it or their friends. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm glad you said that. We've been through hell. That statement alone, we've been through hell, right? For some people, right, the viewers, just people in the circle, you bypass. Some people, they say we friends, we associates, whatever the case. But they have no idea of the real hell that prison is, right? So can you tell the people, out of your 15 years, you could pull one story out that you would say, this is prison. Like it real, you like yo, this shit is prison. Like this is prison, right? You let them know like some hell shit, like even in that 15 years, or even we could go deeper and say some post-traumatic shit that happened to you after you came home. You like, damn, this threw me for a loop.
I can answer that in two parts if you don't mind, right? I could give you the first time I went to prison. Well, I'm not talking about Rikers Island when I went shackled, and I'm leaving the reception center. We go to a place called Comstock. I went to Comstock, New York. Now mind you, I'm like 17 years old, 17 going on 18 years old. I'm only about 5'5". I might weigh 100 pounds. So when I got to the jail, when they bring you inside, you gotta get searched.
Right.
So on the wall is prints of where your hand's supposed to go and when your feet supposed to go. Now, unknowns to me is that if you don't put your hands in them prints and stay there, that you had something coming to you. Now, mind you, I'm a kid. I never been here. 3 big white officers is standing around me. So everybody, first dude go in front of me, he gets his hands on it. Second dude go, he gets his hands on it. Now, all these dudes is taller than me,
right.
Like almost 6 feet, 5'11", 6 feet. So when I get there, I'm trying to reach up. My hands slip. So I go to say sorry, and I get hit in the back of my head with a club. I got the mark right here. I get hit in the back of the head. They said I jumped off the wall and tried to attack them.
Wow.
So I got dragged to my cell. Like, I don't know none of the rules. I didn't even get my rule book yet. You know what I'm saying? And I was dragged to a cell that had nothing.
Just
yeah. So imagine 17 years. Just for not, they said I wasn't following a direct order. But I couldn't follow the direct order because I couldn't reach. And they know that. That was their thing.
You don't even know what the direct order was.
Yeah, facts.
You just following procedure.
Facts. So yeah, so that was my first experience of many like traumatic experiences that I've been through, you know what I'm saying?
And that one was the one was like oh shit, like I'm in prison.
Yeah, I'm in prison. You know what I'm saying? That was the start. Like, and then I realized that I was alone. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had no team, no like everybody else just got in line. Nobody said nothing.
Mm-hmm. So
like I learned right then that I gotta pay attention, because if not, I'm not gonna make it home. And mind you, I got a 2 to 6 bid. You know what I'm saying? I got 6 years with a minimum of 2 to do.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And this is my first time. I never been there. So the answer, the second part to the answer, after doing my first bid, I was so excited. I did the whole 6 years. I was so excited, and I was looking forward to going home. And I got on the bus. I was in Elmira. I got on the bus. I'm happy when I got new clothes on or whatnot that a friend of mine sent me, right? And when I got to 42nd Street, I realized I ain't had nowhere to go. I ain't had no home, nothing. You know what I'm saying? But I had $40 in my pocket, brand new pair of Jordans and whatnot. I ain't had nowhere to go. But I went back to the north side, you know what I'm saying? And it was a good day, you know what I'm saying? My bro, JB, you know what I'm saying? He had the whole crib to himself because his grandma wasn't around and whatnot. And he let me stay there, you know what I'm saying? My first night there, you know what I'm saying? He got me something to drink, brought me some food. Right. I ain't had beef and broccoli in like mad years, real beef and broccoli.
Right.
So my man held me down, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I ain't had nothing. So that was ill. Like me right now thinking about it, I'm like, I did all them years, I came home with nothing.
Wow.
So now I had to start over. But mind you, I didn't have nobody, you know what I'm saying? But my man, and he's young like me, trying to do his thing. You understand what I'm saying? So he like, yo, you good here, but he doing his one too. Mm-hmm. So now I had to find my own way, you know what I'm saying? So it was right back to it.
Man, this is what we're here for, right? Let me not get caught up, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
For them kind of stories, these kind of experiences, to let people know what's going on, how prison affects you, how prison don't only affects you but your family.
Mm-hmm.
And the people around you, your mental, your psyche, all of that makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Being a young kid, 16, 17, going to prison, dealing with grown man situations, and to survive that, right? No matter how you survive, to survive it is a feat. So I applaud you. You know what I'm saying? I salute.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Because you're here now.
Yeah.
Right?
Facts.
So now that you're here, you went through your trials, your tribulations, and most of us, every day we wake up, there's a trial, there's a tribulation, there's something, a hurdle, a hoop that we got to jump through. Now that you're here, been home 12 years, you gonna say it again. Salute, been home 12 years.
I appreciate it.
That's not easy for an individual with, how many felonies you have?
I got actually 5 altogether.
5 felonies. I got 2, and it's hard for a brother, right?
Yeah, facts.
So I know from experience, but being home 12 years, 5 felonies, and you still here standing strong. And not only you standing strong for yourself, now you come with the mindset, say, I want to do something for the brothers, for the sisters, for the youngins out there. And that you came up with was life after the bars. So tell the people, let's dive into that, let's dissect that and see how that all came about, and just, speak to the people about where you wanted to go and all that.
All right, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Life after the bars was actually supposed to be something else. I had something I wanted to say, but I was trying to be, I wanted to be something that was hip and cool, but I had to sit down and think like, yo, that's not me. I'm real. I always keep it real. Anybody that know me know I keep it real. So I wanted to come up with something, no gimmicks, something that's just straight to the heart. You know what I'm saying? That's my persona. I'm real. Anytime we have a conversation, I'm giving it to you real. You might not like what I'm saying, but I'm gonna give you my experience for real. When I talk to the young homies, I don't tell them with all the dopes, tell them like, banging is cool and this and that. Now I done did that. I know where it got me. That's not cool. If that's how you live, that's cool.
Right.
But I'm telling you that's not. You know what I'm saying? So me and my partner, you know what I'm saying, Jason Quentin, you know what I'm saying, we was talking about doing something. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do a documentary on me.
Right.
And I was like, I really don't wanna talk about myself like that. I never did that before. But I said, you know what would be cool? You know what I'm saying? We do a podcast, you know what I'm saying, talking to dudes that came home, because not everybody gotta get their story heard.
Right.
And I interview them and live vicarious through them. You know what I'm saying? To tell my story, you know what I'm saying? Until, you know, a lot of people start saying like, yo, you gotta tell your story. So I said, but I'm gonna let everybody tell their story first. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna travel wherever we gotta go, whatever hood, what projects, you know what I'm saying, trap house, somebody that's doing good and is about advancing their life to something positive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A good life after, because jail is bad. Jail is, listen, homies, jail is for fucking suckers. You know what I'm saying? I know through the last weeks y'all heard, no, jail's for fucking suckers. There's nothing but fucking bunch of suckers in jail. You know what I'm saying? We got tricked out of our spot. You know what I'm saying? That's it. This is where it's at. Life after fucking jail, this is where it's at right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I see all my brothers, like, you get to do whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You can't take care of your kids from in jail. You know what I'm saying? You put more hardship on your family than you opposed to being, because you go through things in the street, but in jail, your family gotta get on that bus and write you letters. Phone bill is like this high to where they lose their phone bills. So I digress. I just wanted to tell a story, let brothers tell their story, so society will see that, yo, these dudes did bad stuff, went through some more bad stuff, and came home to reinvent themselves in a positive light. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, it's a struggle every day. Don't get it twisted. Like, every day I'm struggling. It's hard not to catch a case, and that's from a rap song. But it's hard not to catch a case. You know what I'm saying? So it's each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of dudes around me that be in my ear like, yo, man, you went through a lot. You got this. You could do this. You know what I'm saying? So as I'm pulling myself, I want to pull all the little homies, you know what I'm saying? Right. And all the homies that went to jail, because it's like I said, it's still a struggle. Definitely. So tell them like, yo, we could do this. We got something, you know what I'm saying? We got something to say too. We got a voice. You know what I'm saying? It's not over for us, because they think because you catch a felony, whether it's 1 or 5, your life is over. I've been dispelling that shit for almost 40 years. I've been dispelling that shit. I was supposed to make it to 16. Then I was gonna make it to 21. Then I was gonna die in prison. 12 years, homie. I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I'm here.
No doubt.
Good shit, baby.
No doubt. With that, man, is there anything else that you want to tell the people? We on a timer here. Is there anything else you want to tell the people that you think will resonate when it comes to life after the bars, meaning things that affect you, obstacles that they may see or come across, that you can say, listen, this is gonna happen, but there's space, there's room for growth. You don't have to go back.
I'm being honest, right? Just because you get released from jail and you got all these programs, everything is a choice. And being that you know that it's easy to go to jail and it's hard to stay out, you gotta be vigilant. You know what I'm saying? Every day you gotta be working on yourself. Like, every day I'm working on myself. You know what I'm saying? When you feel yourself like wanna give up, because nothing is given to you, everything is earned. So when you feel like you're not getting what you're supposed to get, you gotta take a breath and be like, and think like, if I make this decision, where am I gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Do I wanna go through all that again? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, nothing happens overnight, but if you take your time and you make the right choice, you don't never gotta go back. But if you following dopes and you thinking like, yo, I'm gonna take the easy way out, we know what the easy way out. The easy ain't so easy, you know what I'm saying? Easy leads you to Attica, you know what I'm saying? Easy leads you to Elmira. Easy leads you to Rikers Island, you know what I'm saying? So everything is a choice. And every day you gotta wake up, you gotta breathe, then you put your pants on. It's one day at a time. nothing's gonna happen for you overnight. It's 12 years I've been home, and I done reinvented myself a few times. I'm still not where I wanna go, but I'm on a journey, and this is my life, you know what I'm saying? And every day I wake up, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? To better my life, you know? And that's how I'm gonna stay out.
So with that, what is your life after the bars?
Actually, I'm living my life after the bars. You know what I'm saying? My life after the bars is giving back to my peoples, man. And this is not, hopefully I don't sound corny, right? I do this for the peoples. And when I mean peoples, I'm talking about my kids, my family, my brothers that's around me. You know what I'm saying? I done took so much from the hood. You know what I'm saying? I done gave so much poison to the hood. So I'm living my life every day. If I could help a brother tell his story, I could talk to a young dude and tell him, yo, I see him in the street. Yo, don't do that, man. You don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do every day. This is my life after the bars. You know what I'm saying? And I don't do this for me. You know what I'm saying? This is not a me thing. Life after the bars consists of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I got spiritual advisors, my brothers. I got, you know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? And every day, I'm living my life, you know what I'm saying? And I'm free. So that's my life after bars, free. Determination. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. Yo, man.
I appreciate you, man.
No doubt.
Yo.
We here, man, like I said, we here to celebrate you, salute you for being home 12 years from that belly of the beast. Going through the time is not easy. But life after the bars, now that's when the real hunger begins. Gotta be hungry to stay home, baby. Life after the bars. It's your boy D.HOP, course creator, host, amongst other things, power.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me, bro.
No doubt.